Hello everybody and welcome to the show. I hope you're all having a great day. It's absolutely beautiful here in Silver City, New Mexico. As you can see, we have some sprinkled clouds. They're big old clouds, but they sprinkled amongst the blue sky, and just a beautiful, beautiful day. 75 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't think it could get any better. Proper amount of humidity, you know, just real nice. But let's get on with the show, shall we?
Hello, my name is Shane, and this is my art.
In the heart of Silver City, New Mexico, where art comes to life. Discover the beauty of creativity with my stunning collection of prints. Here at Dalton Gallery, I believe art should be accessible to everyone. That's why I'm excited to introduce my exclusive collection made here in America. With just a few taps on your phone, you can own a piece of art that speaks to you. Check us out at shanedaltongallery.com or click the banner below and take home some unique art today. All right. Where am I at? There I am. What up? How y'all doing? Hopefully well. Welcome. I know. Look at that. No painting. Where is it? Actually, it's right there. Chilling down there. What to do. We do have that red painting to fuss with. I have to bring out some tables, and maybe we can do something which has to be done, and it's not painting. But as you see the picture right there, not only is the picture there of New Brunswick, Canada, but we might be able to just do this painting of New Brunswick, Canada. Don't know. It's just got a little bit different of an angle. The canvas is a different shape than the picture, so I kind of just cut it and turned it. So you just get you can see in the picture here, which is here. Yeah, New Brunswick is close to you. So what I did was I just cut it off and then just moved the angle of the camera that way. So yeah, might be something fun to do, but I do have to get some, check this out. You want to see something cool? Check some coolness out. This was delivered. Okay, this is me. I'm 6'1". This is 9 feet tall. That's a canvas. This is going to be a canvas. Do you understand? Huge. 6x9 is in the house. So what I do have to do is this I kind of was helping, well, not helping. I wanted to pay somebody who was talented to do this job for me, because I threw a piece of wood through my finger and it kind of scared me. So I don't want to mess with my saw. So there's a guy here in town, and he got a saw, and so yeah, had him do it. There are two areas I have to fix. There's a knot missing here and a knot missing up there, and maybe that little ridge if I get these knots filled in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a piece of wood or plastic here, fill it in with epoxy, and then kind of chisel it flat so it just doesn't rip the canvas when I stretch it around, because it will do that. So yeah, that's wild. 6 foot by 9 foot. Too big. Too big. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know why I wanted to do this big. Well, I kind of know why, I guess. It's a challenge. And literally any painting you see in galleries maxes out at like the size we just did. 4 foot by 3 foot kind of situation. That's usually like the max. Oh, it's exciting, all right. So yeah, we got that built. All I got to do is order the linen canvas, and I was going over in my head.
I had a dream about huge painting.
Nice. What is it of? Because I don't know what to do with this one of yet. It's so big. I'm thinking the Grand Canyon. You know, it's just so dang big. But I don't want to get lost in it. I want to do something perfect. I have to make an easel just to paint it. And so what I think I'm going to do is when we build the easel, okay, so we have this easel here, good for anything but, you know, 4 feet high, easy, like the last painting. Basically that size is maxed out on this easel right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear this wall over here. We'll clear it of the paintings, and then we'll build an easel. And I think this will be like the good area, because 9 feet, this is 6 feet. Laura D.E.'s art, what up? So yeah, I think it's gonna be over there. We'll just make an easel that can hold a 9 foot by 6 foot painting. Yep, I'm back to it. Figured today would be a nice day to do some more of this painting. Since, you know, finished the last one. Somehow, even my OBS was not working on last week. So I just skipped it. I just took a day off, which isn't great. But I did it, and I'll do it again. Okay, so yeah, I'm just thinking we can do a little bit more on this and just, you know, get her done. Get her done. It's so different. Yo, 6 foot by 9, I can't get it out of my brain. Last night I was playing video games and I was just like thinking about it as I was playing. Structure, how to fix it, how to, you know, wrap it. I need to order the right linen canvas. See, that's the thing too. So when you order things for, I guess I'm trying to get this, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's start over. I would love to see my artwork in the Louvre, right? We all would. But there has to be a reason why it's there. I think me doing all this work is my body of work. So you want to create a body of work so that you have something to show. This one piece is going to be so dang big that it's out of place. There's no... The problem here is that it's just too big. Usually, let me just put it this way, I'm pretty sure the only time anyone's ever painted a painting this big was by commission, because somebody was like, I need this done at this size, could you do it? And you know, yeah, it's what we do, you know. That's what they would have said maybe and done it. I would have guessed it's so rare. I don't know. It's a difficult thing. I'm thinking creek bed, cottonwoods, oak trees, the things you would see here in Silver, or not in Silver City, but in New Mexico, just like Texas, the things you would, you know, you'd just be out there and it's beautiful. An old oak tree. I don't know yet. It's too big. We're gonna figure it out together. So it could be done like this, many different ways. One way, I could focus on a seller, which means who's the big money people in town, and that's the mine, right? We have two huge mines. So what if you want to paint something to sell, then you would paint it you'd go to the mine maybe. I would go to the mine and I'd be like, hey, I want to paint your mine. Can I do that here? They would be like, yay or nay. And then I'd bring out the setup, prep it, take some photos, do whatever I need to do. Paint a mine. Then it's a sellable commodity. It's something that the owner of the mine would want, and it's too huge. It's the biggest painting in town. Okay, so there's that. Great. A sellable commodity that is rare. It's like putting all your eggs in a basket. It's dangerous, you know, because they might not want to buy it. Now you're stuck with the giant picture of a mine. So that's out of the question. You don't do that as artists. You don't choose that. So a painting this big is generally commissioned. It's not commissioned, this one. I'm just doing it on a whim. I have to figure out the perfect landscape to display so that it's not only interested by the miner owner, the owner of the mine who has the wall size, or the library here in town who has the wall size, and the idea like there's room for that kind of crazy kind of big paintings in a library and town halls, things like that. So then is it a Silver City painting? Because then it localizes it to this geography. I'm not sure I want to do that, because what does the Louvre in France have to do with Silver City? Not much. So I'm trying to throw out my style, this crazy work, on a giant canvas and relate it to the whole world. Not only relate it to the world, but interest people with deep pockets, if you will, who would be able to afford this size of painting. Otherwise, I'm stuck with a painting that's 6 foot by 9 foot, and I'm not going to leave it in my art gallery. I'm going to put it in my house, I guess. You know, I don't know. I'm going to put it somewhere. But that would be the idea with, if I can get these paintings in art galleries in New Mexico, in Santa Fe, in Phoenix, Arizona, in Scottsdale, excuse me. If I can get these paintings in those galleries, then I have room, yeah? Now there's just one giant painting in here with then added information of galleries around the world where my paintings are. So I don't know, man. I'm at a point where I've decided to build a giant, I didn't do anything. I decided to pay for getting a giant frame built. And now I got to deal with it.
There must be water.
Water. I mean, we have the Gila. It's a giant river. Just moves through New Mexico, Arizona, down to Mexico. And here in New Mexico, it's wide. There's some real water up here. whatever I paint on that giant painting has to be easy to look at, obviously, and the whole world has to be involved.
Little world.
So I don't know what that is.
Oh my yes.
But until then, we got this little guy. Ugh. Jeez Louise. Huh. Ugh. My paint bucket. Check it out. That's my paint bucket. Everybody need a paint bucket. So that's what I take when I want to go out. I'm gonna get some new water. When I want to go out on the road, take my little paint bucket with me. It's got everything I need. Nobody coming in. Okay, be right back. All right. Also, painting that big painting is going to be amazing because acrylic is not the way to go usually. So I might have to use a base coat of like latex or something. I don't know yet. Like to get down the painting, you know? We'll see. It's crazy to do such a giant painting. It's just crazy. There's no rhyme, no reason to it, and I think that's what I like about it, maybe. I'm just a wild, wacky hope the stream is coming in with quality. Oh, we just gotta cover. Man, it's so beautiful outside today.
Laura D.E.Z. Art said, I have to do more landscapes and become comfortable with them.
Yeah. You know, maybe you know, how well-rounded, you know. Look, I need to do more people, or no. Or I just pick my lane and just stay in it and do as far as I can. Whatever interests you is what's important. If you are interested in doing more landscapes, absolutely. I find that, you know, I do a lot. I do too much, and then that's why I throw out maybe, because, you know, maybe. This would be nice and easy though. There's really nothing going on here. All we got to do is cover the lines, make the paint work. I don't know what's going on here. Hey, la pintura. So yeah. Just keep doing these things so that a lot of this stuff will get done while doing other paintings, you know. And then over some time this will be completely done, and yay at that. Is that sound bouncing in and out for you, or is it all good? Well, that straight up sounded like a moose. Swear to God, there was a moose outside. A moose call. You know that squeal? But I don't think we got moose. We got elk. Pretty sure we don't have any mooses. Mises. Oh, this is nice. See? No responsibilities. No thoughts. No phones. No music. No doors. Daily Press. Dalton Gallery.
Hey, Shane, this is Helly from the Daily Press.
Well, hello.
Hey, I got your email. Your ad is in last Tuesday's paper. Are you going to be at the shop? Can I bring it by for you?
Oh, you're welcome to. Absolutely. Oddly enough, right after I sent that email, a friend came in and was like, "Oh, I saw your ad at the library." So I mean, you don't have to. I don't need a copy. I'm just I didn't know at that moment where it was.
Like a cop?
Certainly, yes. If you want to bring one in, I'm here. I'm painting.
All right, you got it.
Cool.
Will do.
Thanks, Sally.
Awesome. My pleasure. And then do you still have a credit? We can use it for like art walk or something for a shared ad
Okay, whatever you like.
from your payment. Thanks for that, man.
No problem. Thank you.
All right.
Bye now. Da-da. Ba. Ba-da. Would you like a copy, she says. Why, certainly. Hook a brother up. Sup. That's a cool green. See? Some of this you find and you're like, ooh, we gotta put it down here maybe. Darker is closer. If we put a bunch of this dark green in right here, we should, it should pull down the moss. Luckily, you know, I mean, what are we doing? Pretty chill. I'll even get a little closer here for y'all. Work on the mossy. Bouncing around the room. Yeah, all through here. There's a lot that needs to be done on this painting. So, luckily, I'm pretty chill. Sometimes doing a painting you're comfortable with allows you to think about things you're not, you know? Me anyway. Man, I hope the sound is coming in good for you guys. Nice, that's a good color. You can get real muddy with this because it's mossy. You know, shadows of moss. And then we're just really looking for congruent actions. Things that they react the same. So shadow's got to act like a shadow, if you get my drift. And how do we turn this channel around, by the way? Everything is going pretty good with it. I like to see we had 1,000 hours recently. I think I said that last week. I just hope we're getting out there, you know. Hope YouTube is responsive. I think the latest painting video was just the high def kind of footage. But I have the whole thing. I'm starting to upload it. Oh, I should be doing that right now, actually. It takes so many hours to upload a 24-hour video to, like, even my Patreon page. It takes a good clip of the day to upload that. which I cannot use my computer during that time. Let's slowly turn this a little bit brown. I hope that wasn't the stream ending. No, looks okay. That's such a good color. See that hiccup? I wonder if that's happening on your guys' end. Obviously the music's probably, you're hearing that because you're hearing it through what I'm hearing. But is my audio clipping right now? I would love to know. Here comes that storm, baby. Diddle-diddle-dit, diddle-diddle-dit, diddle-diddle-dit. Okay. Diddle-diddle-dit, diddle-diddle-dit. So I'm going to assume the audio is good. I don't need to be coughing into your ears. Eat your heart out, Beethoven. Huh? Been having some fun on 7 Days to Die. It's a zombie game. Very creative builds you can do. It's silly. But every 7 days you get a horde of zombies and they come at you, so you gotta build up and get all ready for it every week. So having fun with that.
Is low. I had to max out my sound to
Ooh.
hear you, but it's still human.
That's what I want to know. Thank you. Let's try some things out here. I'm going to talk through this as I raise the volume up, and I'm raising the volume up now, and the volume is raised to a maximum level. Is that better? That's just on my voice. And thank you for the feedback. I need to have this louder. I need to have it more user friendly. I'm user friendly, but the show isn't. Huh?
Laura DZ said, oh nice, yes.
So that fixed it. Okay. Thank you. My apologies. The audio in your shows, whatever it is, the audio is the most important thing. I wouldn't have guessed that. I certainly wouldn't have picked that as an idea. But first, audio.
Said, you sound great.
Thank you. Video and context come later. I appreciate the feedback. Thank you everybody for helping. Damn, my corporal tunnel is acting up. Ready for duty. Mix a little white in. So the weekend's almost here. That's exciting for a lot. Yeah, I even think last week I just had such an audio problem. Wasn't even happening. But I'm glad. I think there was an update that happened. A lot of things which definitely make it easier for the computer to work. So yeah, what I'm doing with my long form video, Premiere was only allowing me to upload or make a video that was 24 hours long, no longer. So there was 50 hours into that painting. So that's obviously 24 hours and a couple hour video that I have to, I'm gonna put it into a 24-hour video format and upload that on YouTube. So any kookball who'd be like, I got 24 hours to spend, you know, can watch it. And then of course I'll edit down a lot for shorts and smaller videos, obviously, like day 1, day 2, and just kind of make those. And for the next month, I think, just keep kind of uploading. I don't know how this all works yet, but I'm trying. I want to get people interested in art. That's one thing, yeah. So let's get that content out there. There's some funny videos where you'll see some modern performance art, and then you'll see an artist looking at the phone at the modern performance artists, and then turning to their painting and doing it. So that's funny. Because, you know, I can fill up a bunch of buckets of sand too and knock them over. Or spend a couple months and put in some work. You know? Am I going to complain that Vincent van Gogh, when he comes in and he's like, you're doing it wrong. You need to do this fast. Whatever accent he would carry. No. I'm not going to be that guy. And that's cool that those guys exist. Just blah, 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 blah. Those people. Humans. That's a good color. And again, every line. See, this is what's so awesome. I'm just sitting here wasting time, putting in colored lines, right? Well, every line is part. And I think somebody told me this weekend, they're like, you know, I think that you've done is you've really captured psychedelia, and that is that things are just moving and shaping and shaking and kind of like not together yet together, you know. So you look at something, you're like, oh wow, and you hold it close and you're like, ooh wow, you know. That's what you can do with these paintings. It's kind of like that, and I admire that thought. I like it because it keeps it easy for me at this moment on this level. Sitting here, putting in colors. They have to match, yes, and they have to kind of blend, yes, and they have to, you know, all of those psychedelic things. I like that. I guess I like I'm a psychedelic painter. I don't even know, but I like it. Makes you feel good. And that's why whatever I do on that 6 foot by 9 foot painting has to be it. That's what kind of scares me right now, is that I don't know if I should be doing it paintings yet, but I guess so. I've commissioned the canvas. You know? That's saying to the world, okay, I'm gonna do it. And I hope it'll be in here. Well, the news girl, excuse me, Hallie's coming in here. I don't know what she does at the local paper, but she's coming in to give me the newspaper article with my commercial or whatever that I got done. But she's gonna see this crazy.
How many supports is that thing going
supports. I'm gonna do you a solid because I think it could be done. So I'm gonna build an easel, right? That has to be done. We're just gonna put this camera over here. And I'm gonna carry it over there. Oh. Because I need to do something anyway, and that is get this thing. So the easel I built, here, let's just start there. The easel I'm gonna build. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Let's flip her sideways. See what I mean? It's absurd. I don't want to, I like it against the flat wall. But this way you guys get to see it. I'm 6 feet. I guess this is 6 feet. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I'm an inch taller than this, so yeah. Nailed it. So the canvas stretcher is its own support. I need to stretch the canvas on it. Next thing. Yeah, insane. Like all my other paintings can probably fit in this painting. This is probably where I'm going to do so I'm probably going to build it here so that it sits up off the ground and sits right here. All these paintings are going to have to go. I thought I was going to do it here, and I might still be able to do it here. It's all about your guys' angle. So, you know, and the pow diddy mow of the whole, like, okay, so you're walking by an art gallery and you look inside and you see a canvas this big? What's going on? Who is this person and what are they doing? It's really the wow factor of the whole thing, right? And I might have bitten off a little too much, but that's okay. I'll chew it up. So this audio is driving me batty. So I got to break out my 2 tables, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my tables up here. I think tables are 6 feet, so I got to set up the table here and here, lay this across it, and then I got these 2 knots down there I got to fix right on the corner too, which is a bummer. He filled everything else. He put the 15-degree turn on it. He said he waxed it, but I think I'm gonna wax it again. Just throw some beeswax on the front end, all that whole front end round edge, which is nicer for the canvas. See, that's a problem too. Hey, but he's gonna learn. He'll learn. We're gonna. Yeah, that's no good. So I'm gonna have him come over and, you know, I'll show him the problems. That one's not terrible. It's crazy. Now, do I paint it this way or do I paint it tall? And I had kind of a cool idea in regards to that painting. It's so big. So big. So yeah, until then, the biggest painting I did was the one I just did and that one. But that one, let's take my painting that we just finished. Took 2 months. Yeah. Yeah. So now you can see what we're in for here. But imagine it. Just imagine. Whole sky, whole just desert, just what? Basically, that painting or that peach one, just on steroids, I guess. And that's where it has to have a perfect, like, see, any of these paintings can be innocuous enough. They don't have to be of anything. You can just put this in your house and you're like, oh yeah, bitchin', right? But that has to be something. It's got to be something. And I'm not going to fuss too hard. It's not hardwood. Next one, I told him, you know, he has an idea of what he wants to do a little differently. There is going to have to be another one of these commissioned by him because somebody did come into my gallery and request that I come up to their construction house and check out the area, the space inside that they're getting built, so that, oh shit, sorry, my sailor language, so I can look at the out, you know, like everything outside, just see the size of the painting. Oh, son of a solo row. That pen is toast. This is too nice. That's glass. He was not lying. He was like, if you drop this, it's gonna break. I'd be so pissed if I paid for it. But luckily, I didn't. Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. Anyway, back to this, because this is what we're doing. Boomer League, hello. Oh, you just saw the thing. I didn't know that was you. Isn't that crazy? That's going to be crazy. I got to think of like, okay, here's a painting that I failed on. You can reach through it. It's pretty fun because I was like, you know. I was definitely done with this one. But I can make another thing. I can make another canvas. Now they, in China, this is how they do theirs. They put a little lip on it. It's like a little quarter round, or maybe they just bevel it out. Zink, zink. On my adventure the other day, though, I did find some nice areas that I was thinking would be good for that big painting. I just don't know. We're doing moss. We're doing moss. Principal moss. I don't know why my audio out here is spotty. Even when I watch, like when I'm not streaming out here, I'll be watching something on YouTube and it just checks in and out. Bit, bit, bit like that, you know? I don't know what's going on. Yeah, see, if I just allow it to do its thing, don't get in the paint's way, everything works out just fine. So yeah, the square footage of that painting, 6 by 9, 54 square feet, plus the inches on the side, which is extra, probably 2 square feet. So 56 square feet. If I remember correctly, 350 square feet a gallon is what paints, latex paints go for. I can get an acrylic in quarts and gallons, so that's what I'll probably do. Is okay. So to think about this painting, we gotta think of what it's gonna be. 2, the color palette, and then we go and find the base tones of color. We pick them out of a paint store, so Sherwin-Williams or whatever, and we'll get acrylic paints, quartz, and we'll get 3 of them or 4 of them, whatever colors I want. Then we'll take all 4 of those paints and we'll turn them into what we're using here, which is nice and loose, liquidy, and plus we need to mix a lot of paint medium into it because acrylics dry so fast that while I'm doing 56 feet with a paintbrush, which I'm going to have to get a different size paintbrush, a normal, actually I have one because I used to be a painter, so I have a very nice brush, and I'll probably use that. A lot of glazes, a lot of stuff, and that one day we're gonna make a painting. Essentially, we're gonna really make a painting that one day, and then we will spend as long as it takes to put lines into it, and that's going to be where it's just going to be fun, I guess. You think counting to 1,000,000 is cool? How about painting to 1,000,000? I upped the size of the brush. Figure we're up here. Might as well be a little bit closer. Use a little bit larger brush. And that's what's going to happen on that big painting. There's some new techniques, new brushes that are being used. This one in particular is probably, you know, the whole painting. So, I mean, what else are we doing? We're all just waiting to be called back. I hope we're doing something that's really exciting and inspiring to not only yourself but others. And you'd be surprised, even if you think that it's not happening. I bet you there's people around you who are inspired by you. So I would hope that you just keep doing you. I promise you, I'm gonna keep doing me. I think it's wonderful that we get to share this time. And I thank you very much. Even if my hat is in the way, I apologize. I'm trying not to be in your way. What I should do is just focus on this corner. And we could probably get a better outlook. We can see clearly now. I'll put it as far up and over as I can. Well, that's a hot mess right there, isn't it? Just like what you're seeing. As a whole, it's okay, but when you focus in on some things, balance is not there yet. So my objective here is to achieve balance at every 25%. So that 25% of 25% of 25% can be balanced equally. Everything looks good. I think what inspired me a lot was a program that came out, and they use it for gaming now. I forget the name. It's whatever. But they use this for Earths and things like that, you know, just the environment. It's like all the games. Anyway, when it first came out, they had to adjust it because it was too good. Yeah? And it would pick, you go from space all the way to a blade of grass, but it would pick everything and it would show you everything, which isn't what, you know, humans do. It's not what the eye does. So we just had to tone it down. And what I'm thinking about is that each percentage that it zoomed in, it was perfect. And it was perfectly ratioed, because that's kind of the reality of life. We don't choose to see it. You know, we're busy. We see things in the corners. We see dangerous things. We look for visual cues. You know, as we talk to people, we see that they're honest or they're not. You know, there's a lot of things that we're doing. So we can't be focused on like every single aspect, which this game engine kind of did initially, and then they had to just kind of dull it up a little bit, because, you know, it's not the same thing we do, but that's what you have to do to a program to make it kind of seem normal. We don't dull it up, we just, I think, choose we see everything. I used to say that, you know, go into a room, you see everything. You can't, you know, otherwise, taxing life we'd live. Nice, bring out the highlights. I like fluffing around, ain't got care in the world. I got a lot of cares. That was a lie. Could have been a wish. I'm not even sure that's true. So, what are we all getting into this weekend? Hopefully we have some, it's 4th of July, so air shows, fireworks shows, fantastic stuffs. So I think we'll do tonight on Rust is like prep for a fireworks show, and try to do something like that tomorrow. My guess is, oh, wait, tomorrow's Friday, so do something like that tonight. Because I think everyone and their uncle is going to be setting off some fireworks.
Adart. Set. I have to go help install a window AC unit.
Dang.
RB.
Okay. You get there. You basically let us know how it goes. I gotta go. All right, Laura. Making it happen. Well, I gotta go cook a carrot cake. Be right back. I hope that doesn't take all weekend, installing a window air conditioner unit. Because that's funny. Mark it down as funny. Interesting green. I don't mind it. I don't like it, but I don't mind it. You can't enjoy every color. Don't even know why you'd try. I like every color. That's crazy talk. Okay, other brush. We're across the pond here. Need a smaller brush. Oh, what a difference. So these two brushes are going to work in conjunction together on the big paintings, because there will be blood. That's what it'll feel like anyway. I'm gonna try to get through it with ease, but obviously it's been a long time since I've painted a mural, and when I was painting murals I painted trees to look like trees. That's all I gotta say about that. And nowadays I paint squigglies to look like trees, other squigglies to look like moss. Appreciate you all showing up, putting in the shadowy mosses. We got the color for the highlights. Everything's good. Just picking definitely the areas over here just battled up into there. All this just shadowed. So be it. Yes, it probably looks terrible still, but maybe it's coming together. What a color that was. It went from green to brown. So I have this puddle of paint right there, and there are a few colors in it. You know, like those magic pens where it would change color as you would write? That's what's happening here, guys, okay? Oh, that's what's happening here. Hey now. Hey now. Maybe I can clean up some of this. Pretty nutty. You know, no accidents, just happy accidents, happy times, happy experiences of positivity. I'll make it as happy as I can, even if it's only by sound. I don't mind, it's not bad. It's pretty cool, I guess. So you just gotta kind of work your way through. There's a different kind of green going on here, but I'm taking this green and I'm blending it in, so it kind of has a nice smoother transition. But we definitely have some of that color brought down here, so that's good. You know, just keep the brush clean. Let's get some water. Let's put some light on it. Does that help? Not really. Not really. Thank you all for hanging with me today. I hope I've earned your subscription. Let's see here. Bring it back. That's a weird color. Sometimes it's perfect, and you don't even know it until you use it. And that's nice. I wouldn't have known it unless it was sitting right there in my dish. Now it has a lot of glaze in it, so it's only going to come through and it'll dry, hopefully perfect, whatever that means. 6 feet by 9 feet. What are we painting, people? We gotta start thinking. I need your help. What is impressive? You know, classical paintings are told of stories, I guess. They're telling a story. What am I doing with this painting? I'm telling an idea. Like, look, fun way to look at landscapes. So, if that's what I'm doing, the story isn't necessary, I guess. It just has to be. It can just be of a moment. How about White Sands, New Mexico? What a crazy painting that would be. A giant white painting. And what an epic scene that would be if I drug that thing out there. It's too big for my car. But you'd have to drag the painting to White Sands, New Mexico, just out in the desert, set it yourself up an easel, and then paint it in place, illegally probably, because I don't think that's possible. Someone's gonna be there and be like, what are you doing? I'm a forest ranger and you can't. Maybe, I don't know. That would be something. It's just so barren out there.
I'm back.
Welcome back. That was a quick fix. Congratulations on that. Everyone likes getting done with air conditioning installations early. Interesting. I thought it would do something different, but it didn't. And there we go. And now I live with it. When it dries, I'll paint over it. No big whoop. So, you know, what I'm saying with the whole video silliness is that now it kind of has a purpose, because maybe I get a permit to do it anyway. Anyway, if I take it out there and I'm out in the middle of this insane white desert on the perfect day, which is 4 hours away, not easy to do, not easy to time, not easy to get perfect, not easy to set up with the proper paperwork, all of that comes into hand, and it all comes in. Not easy to transfer, but if I get it all to work together, then film it, boom, 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 boom. Come on. Then you show the film of it being done by it, next to it, and it's white. That might be an interesting concept, but that's more performance, isn't it? But performance or not, when it's all said and done, even in France, they know of White Sands Beach. White Sands Beach. Now you got me talking like people I know. White Sands, New Mexico. That's an idea. I just, thought of it. Let's. Interesting. Okay. Okay. I should look at the painting I'm doing, the picture I'm doing, huh? Instead of just looking at the painting. Got an open sign, okay, on the sidewalk. I got a sign in the window, Dalton Gallery. There's a sign in the window next to the Dalton Gallery that says open. There's a painting in the window. You can't quite see in the windows, so if you want to, you have to stop and look, right? Now I'm going to go outside real quick. I'm going to look at them as they go to the next art gallery down. And as a family, they went inside that art gallery. Now, you can see inside her windows, but you can't see inside mine. What is the deal? Travis, what's up, dog? How you doing, man? Welcome, man. How's it going? Now, I'm not saying they weren't interested. They didn't even see it. They didn't see my open sign, which is a big wheeled wooden, but I am on the corner, and there is a ramp, a sidewalk ramp, right on the corner, obviously, because I'm on the corner. So maybe that's it. Too much is, if my door is open, people come in. I'm so confused. Also, flies come in. I don't want that. Kind of just, I don't know what to do. How do people walk by without, like, I have the same setup as the lady down the street. Maybe it's not the same. She has the whole sidewalk. I have a sidewalk.
Said, and it's too hot to leave the door ajar, I suppose.
Well, it's not about that. No, I have a evap cooler in here. It just blows cool air around anyway. It's literally not about that. I don't like flies coming in. Weirdly enough, flies come in. So, if I do this, then what I do is close this. Jesus Christ, what did I just break? Didn't sound good. Aww. 7 years bad luck is what that is.
Said, does she have girly stuff in her display?
Okay, so her window display is definitely, oh, here's Hannah. How you doing? Thank you. Welcome. Man, how's your day going? Good, good, I hope.
It is. It's going.
Okay,
It's going. It's been a crazy week,
all right.
but it's going.
Well, thank you for
There
bringing that by.
is
Appreciate it.
Your thing.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there I am.
So
Well,
you
awesome.
Have it. If
Thank
you
you.
ever want to change it up or use it,
That's perfect.
there.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And
for your support.
we have to discuss whatever we do next, or what? If I wanted to do another month or something, do I mean, you know, owe you a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm thinking is, let me show you something on here. What I'd like to do, you guys do like a cooperative ad in the Desert Exposure, or a lot of Arts Guild people do.
I do not.
Okay, let me show you something. I'm trying to just figure out the right people in the arts community to talk to about it, but for the red dot and for the
Let me mute this.
Fridays,
I'll be right back. There it is.
There's something about artists that is kind of like a mental illness.
Absolutely, we ride
It's
it.
kind of weird.
We ride the line of beauty and logical.
Yeah.
I'm discussing it with this. This is New Brunswick, Canada. The lady who's hanging out with us today sent me the picture, and me just knowing that now I do psychedelic work is helpful to my process. It helped with this, and it's now helping. I didn't know I did that until 3 months ago or 5 months ago when somebody says, "Oh, you use psychedelic painter." I was like, "What?" And then I kind of understood it, and then it helped me gather more of my understanding of my own painting, and then helps me get through it, which is awesome because now I was just kind of explaining to them about an hour ago about how
Yeah. But even
How-
just having like a word for it.
how it works. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, that helps.
Yeah.
Someday, hopefully, I'll have to name it.
Yeah. Well, you can let the art critics do that, I guess, too,
I could.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All the best, Shane.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll talk to you very soon.
See you later.
I appreciate you.
Likewise. Thanks for doing this here.
Hey, thank you. Cool. So she wants to help with the artists. I love it. I am an artist, and I choose not to be a part of the crazy art stuff that happens in town because I don't want to be shunned by one group. You know, it's kind of like I'm not, I live the old school life of where you don't ask me my political views and we all get along. Remember those days? In these times when I have to be aligned with a certain art section of town, I'm not gonna do it, and especially I'm not gonna pay money to be a part of their little club. I'd rather meet in a bar at night while smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol, and I don't even drink, but that seems more functional than siding with a group. So we were talking about like just, what this town offers artists, and what she is planning on doing is she works with the newspaper and hopefully, help us.
Not sure that flies anymore.
No, for sure. But no, it does because some people still just want to know, like, hey, I'm friends with crazy good artists who, like, their heart's on their sleeve, and they're older than that. They don't need to be doing that anymore. But they still act as if, they need to be out there and good. And maybe they do. I'm not here to get in their way. That's the thing. I just want to do my own paintings. I want to be doing my own art. I don't want to go to the art guild and be a part of them, because then the other art commission in town is going to be, those artists are going to, it's just ridiculous, man. They need to be working together when they choose to
I wish I could
separate,
say that I know great artists. Hey,
I wish I could say that I know great artists. Heyo! You're pretty funny, T. You know me. The greatest. So what she's gonna do is like put together a little section of the newspaper that, is like First Fridays say, here's the artists and groups, and then that's what got us talking about. Like, I'm not part of a group. We're gonna have to do this solo because I'm not gonna pay them. She works for the newspaper, and if Just ask anyone who's in charge of Red Dot. And no one's gonna know. No one's gonna know. And what is the Red Dot? Well, if I paid my dues, I would get a red dot painted on the sidewalk in front of my art gallery, and then they'd put me in a magazine here in town, I guess, I don't know, and then you're like one of a list of all the other art galleries. But the town is not huge, it's one block. I'm on one block, and then it turns left and it goes down the street. It's not rocket science. You're gonna hit all the galleries. So that's one club, and then the other club is the other art guild. It's just like I'm not doing it. I'm here painting, and maybe that's what keeps me from getting the people walking in. I'm not in a magazine. I don't have a red dot painted on my sidewalk. I suppose I could illegally paint a blue dot out there and be like, heh heh. I want to paint a green dot on my sidewalk. Is that cool? I want to be a part of the Green Dot Society, Art Society. We're smoking in here. I don't know. But I'm happy that she's working for, people like me who want to do something. And then we were talking about this whole White Sands opportunity where I was like, yeah, I can film. Just paint a dot for fuck's sake. They'll get mad. They're like, we paint dots. You don't paint dots. Travis. So I showed her this, and she was like, oh my God. My new canvas. We're going to be stretching this out. I'm 6 feet. That's 9 feet tall. Probably 10 feet. Probably 9.5. It's a tall one. So she was responding. She liked the idea of filming it. There's an artist here in town who's a documentarian. I know him. I worked with him on his Space Waffles video. That was one of his fun ones for YouTube. But he did documentaries on artists here in town. He's got a little YouTube, whatever. Cool guy. But she was like, you need to get Nathan to do it. And what I'm thinking is that, yeah, I get a permit to go out to White Sands National Park, camp for a week or so. Get a permit to paint and go set up in the perfect, I gotta go scout the location, which will be trips to White Sands on our own channel, our own adventures. But find the good spot, show up at the best time and locale, and bring that giant painting. Probably have to get a van to put it in, and boop, go out there. Well, I suppose I could live in the U-Haul, couldn't I? It's kind of funny. So go out there and paint it, film it, White Sands, New Mexico. That's one place that would transcend the Atlantic Ocean. Something that, like, vast and stark. It would be amazing. Plus a film of it, plus blah, 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 So I got to stretch the canvas on it. I got some time. Nathan is out of town right now, but I know somebody who knows him closer than I know him, so he'll be able to, you know, probably get a hold of him and plant this seed of an idea. Yo, what up, everybody? Welcome to MTV Cribs, MTV Paints. I'm your host, Painterton. I'm just kidding. I need more water. Be right back. Oh yeah, shit. Sorry about that, folks. I just dropped the mic. I'm dropping everything. I literally dropped a giant mirror back here. So I broke a huge mirror. Oh my God, the whole thing. It's like a door-sized mirror. Whew, that's a problem. Here, listen. I can't even pick it up. Oh my God, it's just broken. All right, I'll be right back. I mean, isn't it great though? Look, we live in bizarro world, right? We all know that. Everything is backwards, right? And since that is the case, it's 7 years good luck. Huh? How nice is that? 7 years of good luck. The problem was I had it propped up behind a door. It's a tall mirror. Had it propped up behind the door, and when I closed that door, my wall door, Mark wall door, it broke. You believe me now? That is a broke ass mirror. Like it's also 9 feet tall. Bummer. I can't even open the door because the mirror's in the way. If one of those pieces fell on my foot, it could cut my foot off. Nobody wants that. Well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go paint. No, what I'm gonna do is we definitely got to figure out. I gotta lay that on a flat surface, fix the some of the knots that are in there. But all in all, it'll be pretty nice. Pretty simple. Look at my stick. Check this out. Damn, I gotta clean up a bunch of glass. That sucks. But walking stick, epoxy, filled crack, different colored epoxies. So it's like red and yellow and blue in there. Pretty cool. Gotta finish sanding it up and put some coating on it, linseed oil, whatever. Send her on her way. Anyway, thanks everyone for being here today, watching me fool around with a little painting. I appreciate you, every single one of you. That was a fun painting. Suppose come Saturday we will get some things done. We'll see how far I take it. I can obviously throw this mirror away. Sucks. Oh yeah, you guys want to see the check this out.
Just bought one of those metal storage racks. We are having a hard time getting the black things to stay in place to install the shelves.
They keep slipping.
DPZ
Yeah,
They keep slipping.
yeah. If you ain't got those real hefty duty ones, they're a pain in the butt. What you have to do is they snap at the right spot. So just put them up and snap them in place and you should be good. It'll work itself out. There's my ad in the local rag. Congrats, Silver City Daily Press. Look at us go. St. Ogden Gallery. Thank you. And there I am. And there's a painting, just like everyone. And look at the firefighters, and they're fighting, and they say thank you. And there's some people in there, and they're fighting, and they say thank you. Oh look, and there's a horses, and what is this program? We got the 4-H horse program growing in Grant County. Shall we just read the news? This could be the whole new. The Grant County 4-H program has grown tremendously this year thanks to a local woman who is also former agricultural education teacher with a passion for both all things equine and youth. Katie McSpaden taught high school agriculture education in Duncan, Arizona prior to moving to New Mexico 12 years ago with her family to expand on the family business of Ford dealerships. Oh. I just advertised 3 different things right there. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you for showing up, reading the news with me today. And we'll see you on Saturday, yeah? Peace. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, Nautica. That's dumb. I didn't want to see a Nautica ad,